Hey guys, Liz here, aka Isabelle Cheren. I wasn't actually going to do a video tonight, and I've been out this evening after. Well, I stepped out the door. I went to my friend's because it's her birthday on Friday, so we had a bit of a bite to eat. And I've come home, and I was so tired before, and then now I'm suddenly awake. So I thought I wasn't going to do this till tomorrow, and I thought, wow, duck dang it, I'll do it now. Okay, so there's a blogger named Cherri, SL. I never get her name right. Hang on. It is Cherri's SL on Flick Pics. And she often comes onto YouTube and watches the videos, and I see her blogs all the time. And she did a little challenge. And I thought, do you know what? I might participate. And I said I would. But of course I'm going to participate speaking, and what it is, it's the 19 questions tag. So she's got a list of questions and I'm going to answer them as best I can. But before I do, I'm just going to say to you that everything that you see I'm wearing is actually from the EQUAL10 event for December. So the outfit I'm wearing is called the Irina top and pants, and this is from Look at Me. The mug that I'm holding is Winter Pleasures from Movement. The fabulous TV Christmas tree. Oh my God. When I saw it, it comes in a variety, a couple of different colors, but I really like this one. And this is from Voz, and these are all at the EQUAL10 event. And even my eyebrows and my lashes, they're not from the EQUAL10 event. These are actually from art at the Tally event and at the Evento. And yes, I know, my hair, Duke's Lana hair at the EQUAL10 event. I'm like this event girl today. So I thought, yeah, okay, I'd tell you all about it. But anyhow, all of the details of everything I'm wearing and what they're called and landmarks and all that kind of thing, apart from where I'm standing right now, this is actually my home platform. This is my winter platform in the sky, and I will be showing you around another time, but well, you will see it in some other videos. But I do this every winter. I have a little platform for winter, and I kind of like it because often when you go to different places, they can get really busy, and sometimes I just like some peace and quiet. In the snow, I run around in the snow naked. Well, yeah, maybe not. Anyhow, so 19 questions, and I'm going to try and read these because, like, I'm blind as a bat. Okay, so she's got 19 questions, and I'm going to start. So the first one is, what does your blog name and meaning behind it, I guess, mean? Well, my vlog and my blog is called Isabelle Cheren. I whistled when I spoke just then. And yeah, it's just after my name. I did originally call my blog Live, Love, Laugh. And then I changed my mind. And then I called it some other weird, wacky thing. And then I changed my mind, and I just thought, oh, Isabelle Cheren will do. Only because then people know who it is. Sometimes it makes it easier for people. So yeah, as for my YouTube channel, it used to be called Liz for Paris Adored, which was originally my previous avatar. And when I became Isabelle Cheren, I sort of changed it over, so it's become my brand name. Okay, when did you start your SL blog vlog? Well, my very first vlog was in 2010. You'd have to go through 800 videos on my channel to find it. And that was as my avatar, Liz for Paris Adored. Yeah, when you find that, please try not to laugh. My blog that I actually started on the Wordpress site, I believe was, oh, blimey, end of 2015, early 2016. Yeah, it's about, my God, it's been quite a while. How would you describe your vlog and blog? Would it be decor, fashion, destinations, roleplay? Well, okay, my blog is, I often write about real things daily. on my blog. If there's something going on that I've been invited to, I will obviously blog about that. For example, the SL16, I blogged about that, so I wrote about that. But often it's a reflection of how I'm feeling on the day, and just whatever I fancy writing about. I don't necessarily write about Second Life. It's very rare that I do, and if I do, it's because of something poignant or meaningful. So I'm not your fashion blogger that will go, oh, look at this dress. It's just not me. And to be fair, there's plenty of people that do that. It's just not my kind of thing. And I've always treated it as though something that I would continue to do even if I left Second Life or virtual world. So yeah, and I blog about all sorts of things, but it's my pictures tell the story, I guess is what you want to say. I want to say my vlog on YouTube. Well, as you know, it's variant. Is that the way to describe it? I do a lot of things on here, so the things that I used to really enjoy doing are dance videos, but I'm actually starting to really enjoy doing destination videos and just talking. I actually do love to talk, so I suppose I quite like being a vlogger. I love talking, even if it bores you to tears. I love talking. But my channel comprises mostly these days of, so you'll get your average dance video once a week normally with me. You'll get quite a few vlogs now. I like to do the destinations. I like to go around and look at places. It's actually quite relaxing to me, and I just like to chat. And then I have my characters. So I have my characters, Harriet, Thelma, and also Beverly, and Marika comes in. Now Marika, I will say, isn't my voice, and I'll explain that to you. Marika is someone well known that I know in Australia, and he's actually a DJ and voice actor, like a professional voice actor. So he's very good at voices, and he did Marika for me. However, the problem is pinning him down to do the voice. I've tried to do Marika, and I kind of get there, but it's not the same. I prefer him to do it because I then just sit there and laugh hysterically. And Marika is not politically correct either. So yeah, I have to then say to him, yeah, can we turn that down? Okay, so that's my videos. When did you start SL and what brought you to SL? Well, this is an interesting one. I first came to Second Life in 2003 when it first started. I had a dial-up connection, and I logged in and I was like, oh, this is interesting. I was on a beach, very bad connection I had, but I found it fascinating that people, you could have chat and you could be people. Back then it was just nothing like it is now. And then I just kind of like left it alone till about 2006, 2007. It's really hard for me to remember now. But the organisation I am working for now actually encouraged staff, because they had a simulator in here, and so they encouraged staff to join and go and have a look at it. So I did, as one of my bots, because it's one of my bots has become was one of my original avatars. So I did, and I went and looked, but again, I had terrible internet connection and really bad computer, so it was kind of like meh. And then I came back out of it, and I actually stepped in properly in 2010 as Liz for Paris Adored, and I went on just to have a life in here. And then I also created Isabelle Cheren. I never wanted to go to... this is the funniest thing. I created Isabelle Cheren for twofold reasons. One, that Liz for Paris Adored linked to my real life at the time. And two, because I wanted to visit adult sims in different places, and I didn't really want to use my other one, which was really bizarre. So it was my like, oh, I'm going to go and visit places, but I'm not going to be me. which is kind of funny. And I still have Liz for Paris Adored. Very rarely log in as Liz for Paris Adored. I will do when I want some very quiet time, but that's fairly rare now. And she's very rich in inventory, so I visit her quite a lot for inventory to res things. But you know, the inventory's getting old with her. So yeah, that's how I started. What inspired me to become a vlogger and blogger? Strawberry Singh. Yeah. Come on. I used to watch her all the time. Absolutely love her. But before that, I've always kind of, I had a YouTube channel as my real life person, and I used to make stupid videos. A lot of them I've actually taken offline. Well, they're still there. They exist on that YouTube channel, but a lot of them I've hidden. I've left some, you know, I've left a number of them up. And would you believe, yes, I did. I had a video that reached well over 200,000 hits. And do you want to know the funniest thing? I forgot to monetize it, and I was able to monetize it at the time. I was like, oh God. And you know, when I realized about monetizing was a couple of years ago, and I was like, oh God damn it. So yeah, I've actually vlogged before Second Life. I used to have a blog also before Second Life some years ago, and then I stopped doing it. I actually do like writing, and I write at home. I'm the worst typist, as you can tell if you read my blog. But hey, I'm the worst typist anyhow. It's amazing I'm employed, really. So yeah, that's basically it. How often do I post? Daily basis, really. I post on a daily basis, usually on my blog and on my YouTube channel, about 4 times a week. On average. Sometimes it can be more, sometimes it can be less, but on average about 4 times a week. What's my favorite thing to blog and why? Dance videos. I love blogging a dance video and just yakking about that. And of course, because I've sort of become involved with Paragon Dance Animations, I really like blogging about that. But actually my favorite thing to blog is just about thoughts, about things that, you know, I come across or whatever. It varies from day to day, so I can't really be 100% say what is my favorite thing, because it can vary. One week I can enjoy one thing, one week I can enjoy another. It depends on my mood, I guess. Do you read other vlogs, blogs, and how often? Yes, I do. Not as often as I should, and that's mainly because of time. I tend to read and watch other people sort of around bedtime. I know, in my quiet time. I might flick on, or on the weekends, sometimes I'll sit there and read, but it's not on a daily basis, mainly because my time is becoming less and less now, because I've been asked to do a few other things lately. All will be revealed. And yeah, so, but I do like to watch other people, and I do love to watch people who really put thought into the stuff they do and try and be creative. I really love watching people that are creative, and yeah, that kind of like, it's quite inspiring actually. What strength do you have that has helped you as a blogger? Thick skin. Yeah, I would say that. Which leads me on to, you know, something I discussed before in a couple of vlogs ago, that, you know, I wanted to create something for people that are vlogging and blogging, more as a support. I know there's like vlogger and blogger and network and things like that, but this is something completely different. And it's about, I guess, more a one-to-one support sort of thing. Completely different, and I'm looking into that at the moment because I'm going to get a few people on board. But yeah, so I think you have to have a thick skin more than anything. I think that's probably one of the number one things before you even say creative. You have to have thick skin, because people will continuously try and break your mojo. It's the nature of the beast. And despite what people say, that, you know, people are supportive and, oh, we're a community and we do this, there is that element of competitiveness, so you do have to have a really strong sense of who you are, what you want to achieve, and why you do it. And I think the most important thing as to why you do it, and I guess people have said this to me, oh Liz, your channel hasn't reached this and you've been doing it for a long time. Well, I'm not doing it to be famous. I'm just doing it for my passion. I enjoy it. It's never been my thing to be let's have thousands of people following me and whatever. I could easily do that if I put my heart to it, but that's not what I'm about. I'm just about enjoying it and you know, producing something that's decent and good content, rather than what grabs you at that moment in time. So I think it's about all of those things, if you see what I mean. I do go on, don't I? How do you motivate yourself to stay active and fresh with your vlog and blog? Do you know what? I don't know. I've been doing it so long. I just enjoy it, and I consider it my downtime. I don't tend to watch too much television. I watch the same 2 shows every day. Other than that, I tend not to watch too much television because I find I would rather do this than sit there numbingly staring at a screen. Whereas this, I'm actually actively doing something and I feel like I'm achieving something. So I guess that's what motivates me. What was the last thing you bought in SL? The hair that I'm wearing today. I actually went and bought it. It wasn't in the blogger room. And I must own lots of dupes now. I tend to buy my own hair a lot. Hair is the one thing I buy a lot, and houses, don't ask me why. Which sim is your favourite for taking blog pictures and why? Well, it no longer exists. It used to be Lovey, but that is no more. I guess one of my favourites is Luan's World, and I tend to go, I know this is funny, I tend to go a lot to Motorheads and Route 66, I can never remember the name. They're on my favourites. I go to the same old places, to be honest, for a lot of photos, but definitely Motorheads, and that's because that's fairly quiet there, and you can really do a lot there, so I tend to often go there. Or I'm on my platform because I create scenes on my platform. Do you have an alt? Yeah. Well, if you consider my bots alts, yeah, then I do. Actually, they haven't really logged in recently. I used to have them logged in and sat on my land, but I haven't. I really, you know, I need to give them a sort of outing someday, bless them. But yeah, I guess when I go into James, Harriet's friend, who happens to be my old avatar, well not old, but my avatar Bondi babe, I will sometimes go in as James and walk around, which is nice because no one wants to bother James. Poor old James. Would you say your AV is an introvert or an extrovert? Very much introvert. I tend to prefer being by myself. I have a collection of friends, and when I've got time I will hang out with my friends and talk, but I'm very much an introvert, and I'm a solitary person, and I guess I like that. You know, a lot of people want to add me to their friends list, and I've had so many people add me, but I don't tend to really hang out in Second Life with them because I come in and do what I do and then I log off and go find life, you know. How do I feel about SL relationships, romantic and friends? Well, let's not get me started on that. For people I know, there's been a few people I know that have actually married their Second Life love interests, and I think that's wonderful. For me, I'm not really into, how do I put this? I'm not really into pretending. Because I'm single, I'm a hot-blooded single woman, and why would I want to have a pretend relationship? I have this thing that if I'm going to have some time with someone in Second Life, there has to be a sense of reality to it. Otherwise, what's the point? I'm not going to spend 5 years with someone to amount and give all emotions, because I'm not one to pretend and walk away. why would you? Everyone to his own, but yeah, that's kind of like how I feel about it. I think they're good if you can have them. So there. What is my guilty pleasure on SL? Ooh. Ooh, that'd be telling. Not telling. What is your, where is your AV right now? Okay, my AV right now, as I'm filming this, is actually on my home platform in the sky. What are my favorite things to do in SL? I love exploring. So I like going to places. I love testing out animations on things. I've got a bad habit. I walk onto a sim, and even if I can't see, I sit on something and then find I'm sitting on someone. So, it's one of my habits. I love doing that because it fascinates me. And I love dancing in SL. I can stand on a platform on my own and watch myself dance. I find it incredibly fascinating that you're able to do that. What is your favorite SL fashion and decor style? Ooh, this is a hard one. I can't really say, to be honest. When I was first in, it used to always be blueberry. But yeah, it's not always blueberry anymore because so many people are out there. I think blueberry is my sort of definite. I've got so many things from blueberry. I must have owned all the old fat packs. I tend not to buy too much now, but blueberry definitely, but there are so many others out there now, and I tend to wear them all. So I don't really want to say because they're so different. So I have a lot that I like. Decor style, yeah, that can vary on my mood, but I'm a very minimalistic person, although I do try and give it that boho chic sort of look. In real life, I'm a very minimalistic person. I figure that if I've got too many ornaments on the shelf in SL, I need to get a cleaner to dust them. Jesus. I love a lot of plants, so I'll always have a lot of indoor plants. Have I collaborated with another blogger, pros and cons? I have actually. I have with Maddie Wyatt. And I don't know if you recall a couple of years ago, Maddie Wyatt went missing, and that was funny that at the time. So I collaborated with her. I've collaborated with Rosie Hallandale, Jackson Red Star, Susie Anderton. Yeah, I have. Oh, yeah, I have. Who else? Oh, am I terrible? I forget. In terms of blogs, it's been Merricat Island, Win Clark, and now it's Cheryl's Flicks Picks, because I'm doing this. What is my pet peeve in SL? Bullies and trolls. Far too many of them. What valuable advice would you give to a new vlogger or blogger? I guess it's the same one. Do it as you want to do it. Get a tough skin and be true to yourself. At the end of the day, remember your blog, your vlog. You're in control of that, and don't let anybody control it. Merchants, nobody. You do it your way. It's about being true to yourself and being creative. And if you're stifled because you're jumping to the attention of someone else, then it shows. And I think that you should always do it the way you want to do it and express things the way you want to express them, because at the end of the day, it's your baby, and that's what you should do. But obviously, make sure that you always credit where credit is due, because that's the most important thing. Yeah, that's what I'll say. What is your favorite SL memory? What is my favorite SL memory? Okay, my favorite SL memory was with Drax. You know Draxton? He came to my home and I took photos with him, and I guess that's my favorite SL memory. It was so cool, and I really like that man. And yeah, my other one is something that's going to be coming out soon that I'm not going to tell you, but you'll see what it is. Let's see, next question. What's the craziest, wackiest, strangest thing you've ever experienced on SL? Okay. Yeah. This is a bit adult. I was taken to a sim once. What is it called? I can't even remember what it was called, but I went there and I was like, what? And it was about people wanting to eat each other, and I was like, yeah, you bunch of freaks. I'm sorry if you are one of them, but I don't want to eat another person, not even in pretend style. So that's the craziest, wackiest thing I've done on SL. And it was the whole role play behind it, which I found hilarious. And I'm not very good at role play, can I just tell you that? I did collar a guy once, and he was a pony. Yeah, I leashed him, collared him, whatever you want to call it. It was so funny. He wanted me to be his owner. So he was a pony, and so I collared him and walked him round. He ran away in the end because, like, you know, I didn't feed him or something. What 5 things make you the happiest on SL? It amazes me. So the fact that avatars look the way they do, and you can animate the way you do. People's creativeness in making beautiful experiences, that really is such amazing thing. I love some of the friendships I've made through SL that have become friends in real life. And you know, they're a handful of people that have become really important to me. And that would be Rosie Hellendale, Maddie Wyatt, Jackson Red Star, Susie Anderton, as being the closest. And then in terms of bloggers, Winkler and Mary Cat Island, such lovely people. And you know, I just think when you've got good people around you, I think that's what makes me happy, is there's always someone I can talk to and connect with. And yeah, and I just love the whole experience, to be honest. Is there anything you've learnt in SL that has helped you in real life? That's a tough one, actually. I'm the same person in both worlds, so I don't know. Maybe in retrospect one day I'll be able to think about that one, but I'm not really sure. Yeah. I do try and click things and try and teleport in real life and find that I can't. Oh, I must admit, I talk to someone, I go, well, if you teleport there. And they were like, what is? Okay. And the last one is, what is the one thing you want everyone to know about your AV and blog and vlog? I don't know. That it's me. I'm an open book most of the time, and I'm very emotive, so you'll either get my good day or my bad day, but I'll always be honest about what that is. I've actually videoed and sat and cried for various things when I've blogged. So I guess that it's just me. I don't care whether I'm popular. I think that's the main thing about me. I'm not overly bothered about that. It has never been my aim, and I just do as I please, really, which I think a lot of people should do. And I'm very much against trolls. Oh boy, am I very much against trolls. Anyhow, so that's me answering the 19 questions. I am going to, underneath this video, in my blog post, link to Cherri's blog post where this is, so that you too can go and do it, and make sure you tag her in it, because I thought it was a brilliant idea. And it gives us all the opportunity to either write or talk about it. It just makes it something interesting, and it's kind of like a get to know you, which I quite like. Anyhow, I think I better go to bed. It's after midnight. Oh God. I'll see you later. Bye.